So I wanted to take a minute to talk about diamond consciousness. I've mentioned a little bit about different types of consciousness in some previous videos I did on Vimeo after I was shadow banned on my initial YouTube channel, The Hebrew Mystic Healer. I'm going to talk about what crystalline consciousness is, what diamond consciousness is, the different types, how to activate from crystalline to diamond consciousness. And I'm going to talk about this all in relation to the soul blueprint, the chakras, the meridians, the ley lines, things of that nature. This is going to be a very informative post, but it's going to be from my perspective. So I'm not saying that what I'm talking about is quote unquote the only way to do this. This is just my understanding, my way, and my templates. Now, I'm not going to be teaching specific how-to step-by-step templates here on YouTube. I'm not going to be sharing sigils and light codes on YouTube for this. For that, you're definitely going to have to subscribe to my Patreon, and the link for that is in the drop-down menu below if you're interested. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. Crystalline consciousness occurs when we activate the crystalline structure. Crystals are actually found within our DNA. They are found within our bodies at different dimensional levels, both in the physical and as an extension in our other energy bodies. In order to activate our light Merkaba, which is essentially our crystalline light template, we essentially have to already have our earth star chakras, which I call chakra 0, which is beneath our feet, going all the way up to our soul star chakra, which is above the crown chakra. Okay, so that would be 0 through 8. And once that occurs, you begin to vibrate at what people call a 5th dimensional energy space. At this level, you'll know that you've activated because you may see certain types of energy wings, which also can happen when you activate minor chakras around the shoulder and back region. So I don't want to say that 100% of the time that if you have etheric wings, it means you've activated your light body. It could just mean you're activating other parts of your DNA. However, it is one of the indications. Another is that you have seen your Merkaba spinning. In most cases, you're going to see your Merkaba spinning with the bottom tetrahedron pointing down, spinning to the left, in the top tetrahedron pointing up, spinning to the right. At the same time, very fast, and it will be completely surrounding your energy bodies and your auric field in most cases. Now, when you start to activate, but you haven't fully activated, you may see that it's a little smaller, it's not real strong, it may not be spinning as fast or as fluidically. It may be that one of your tetrahedrons is larger than the other. You might have some distortion fields in there. So keep working through it and you will eventually fully activate. So I do have, again, templates, guided meditations, and sigils that can help you with that process on Patreon. Now, once you activate your light Merkaba, and the beginning stages, as I mentioned, is 5th dimensional and with chakras 0 through 8 activated. The next stage is the full activation of the crystalline grid within your energy bodies, transcending to the diamond consciousness, the white diamond consciousness. So when you fully activate, you have a strong spinning Merkaba. You may even see up to 8, even 9 different Merkaba points, and it will be spinning very fast. It will be very strong, very bright. It could be a number of different colors, but it will completely surround your auric field. And this means that you have activated all the way up past the 9th chakra, going in to the 10th and 11th chakra and 10th and 11th dimension. So going in to the 10th and 11th dimension is when you start accessing white diamond consciousness. One thing I want to add, guys, that I didn't mention before is once you activate your soul star chakra, the 8th chakra, you will have essentially accessed your quote unquote higher self, or the seat of the soul, or your core soul expression at this level. Not to be confused with the Godhead chakra, which is chakra 12, or the cosmic womb chakra, which is chakra 13, and we're going to get to that in a minute. Now, when you activate your 8th chakra and you have activated your Earth Star chakra, and I just want to add that when you activate your Earth Star chakra, and I've talked about these chakras on an interview in my old YouTube channel as well, but I'm going to go into this real quick. Your Earth Star chakra is essentially your physical ancestry, your physical earth incarnations. Could be various dimensional levels, but it's here on this earth and your earth ancestry. This is what's held in the Earth Star chakra. Shadow aspects of that could be, incarnations and aspects and ancestry that needs to be healed or integrated. You can access your past lives on the earth plane once you have activated that chakra. Once you activate the soul star chakra, we'll more than likely know your first incarnation within this universe, and you might even know where your oversoul is resided. You might even know what you look like at that dimensional level. When you activate your 9th chakra, otherwise known as the celestial chakra, if your origin is celestial within this universe, you'll know it. You'll also be able to access incarnations at a celestial level within very specific star systems. Now, once you activate to the 10th chakra, or the galactic chakra, you can activate any past life or any akashic records within the galaxy. And when I'm talking about galaxy, I want to be more specific. Usually within the Milky Way galaxy, but in rare cases, it could be another galaxy if that's where you started your journey. I wanted to mention that some of the effects that you'll notice. You may notice your ability to phase in and out of different dimensions has increased. Your ability to astral project, your ability to remote project or remote view, all of these things will increase. Clair activation, clair abilities, all of this will increase. Once you fully activate your crystalline body, then you start moving into white diamond consciousness, which is around the 11th chakra point, which is also going to be that same place, and that in-between place between the Godhead chakra and the universal chakra. Now, once you activate the universal chakra, you will be able to access any incarnation or aspect within this cosmic egg universe in your records for yourself. And I want to add possibly others as well, because once you start being able to access your own Akash, makes it easier for you to access others. So at this point is when the diamond consciousness starts activating white diamond. I want to say in a general sense, the crystalline consciousness is more reflective. We all have different types of crystalline consciousness, and it can change based on what we're trying to learn, what we're trying to express, or what we're trying to help heal in ourselves and others. So let me give you an example. When I first started on my crystalline activation journey, I was vibrating more at like a white gold crystalline spectrum. And then I started vibrating on more of like a reflective, sort of oscillized looking rainbow type energy or crystalline grid. And then later I started going more into a smoky quartz like crystalline grid and obsidian like crystalline grid. This was reflecting different stages in my crystalline journey. I decided to stay in the obsidian template in order to help heal my shadows, heal my ancestors, and help others do the same. Because I was operating on that crystalline template, I was reflecting to the collective unhealed shadows for them to heal, and then providing those templates. I already was able to access my full blueprint, including my Godhead and my void or cosmic wound chakra, but I decided to remain at that energy vibration in order to help the collective and to transmute a lot of the shadow shit within myself and my ancestry. Just because we can vibrate on multiple realms doesn't mean that we have to stay in any one template either, and I want to make that clear. We can also create our own. That's the main difference between crystalline and diamond consciousness. Crystalline is more reflective. It's what you're reflecting back or reflecting out to the collective. It's like them looking in the mirror. And what they see is colored by the type of energy frequency you're on. What I mean by that is, if you're doing light work, you're probably going to reflect back more of that white or that gold type signature frequency. If you're doing more multi-dimensional access work, then it will probably be rainbow. If you're doing more shadow work, it's going to be dark, ranging from smoky to gray to brown to black. All right. And especially if you're dealing with the really deep, dark caverns of the underworld and going into the infernal realms, you're going to be dealing more with that black and or red spectrum. When you transition to diamond consciousness, they're both multifaceted. Okay. Both have a lot of different angles, but diamond is solidified. Diamond is like, I am who the fuck I am. This is me. This is my energy. I'm unbreakable in this resonance, in this frequency, in this state of consciousness. I'm immovable and unbreakable. I've been chiseled and formed from the heat of my experiences and my activations out of carbon into pure diamond state. Now, the difference between white diamond, rainbow diamond, and black diamond has to do with the level of your activations and the energy you're on. So whereas with crystal, the color of the crystal really had more to do with kind of what you're doing and what you're reflecting back. Because diamond consciousness has more to do with where you are and less to do with where everyone else is at, this is more of a reflection of your level of activation when it comes to color. So with the white diamond, this is showing that you are activated at the universal level within the 11th dimension and 11th chakra point of the universal chakra. This shows that you are a bright beacon of universal consciousness, universal knowledge, universal mind. Now, when you activate at rainbow, this is the 12th chakra. This is the Godhead chakra. This is the total sum of all chakras within this universe. So once you reach the 12th chakra, the 12th major chakra, you are on your way to activating the 144 major and minor chakras within your bodies. Once you activate the Godhead chakra, you now know your God self. You now know the totality of your soul expression on multidimensional levels. It doesn't mean that you still can't expand out and explore and learn more about yourself, but it means you know yourself. You are at that true I am that I am frequency. They say that the I am that I am frequency is a crown chakra. That's the beginning of that journey. That's not the end. The I am that I am frequency is the 12th Godhead chakra. This is rainbow. This represents every ray in the light spectrum being encapsulated. Every dimension, every system, every realm, every energy, vibration, and frequency and ray being encapsulated in this structured, unbreakable diamond consciousness. Nobody can tell you who you are. Nobody can tell you that you don't have the keys to your inner verse and outer verse. People that are activated at this level, they will usually have a rainbow aura, but not always. You can have a rainbow aura and not even be activated at this level. But that is definitely one of the telltale signs. You will have access to all incarnations in the universe, and you will know your God self. You will know your soul energy expression, and you will feel firm and confident in it, while also feeling humble that you are a part of the all or the ultimate collective consciousness. and that connection. It's a very multidimensional, solidified energy. Once you move past this and you start dealing with the void, you have activated your cosmic wound chakra, or the 13th chakra, Vesica Pisces, that leads into the yoniverse, or the primordial womb, that entrance into the darkness of pure potentiality, of creation and destruction, of which all light, formation, and vibration emerged into systems of order within the multiverse. At this point, you are now entering Black Diamond consciousness. You now can access incarnations, expressions, and energy outside of the universe at a multiversal level and within the void itself. You now can pull, align, and manifest out of and ground within the void itself. Black Diamond consciousness is the pure, solidified template of creation and destruction, of pure potentiality. It is the Phoenix force in diamond form, condensed in diamond form. It is the Hydra force condensed in diamond form. It is the Dragon force condensed in diamond form. It is very difficult to activate at this level without having a Kundalini awakening, without having an origin at a soul level outside the universe, and without having an origin in the void, without the help from other spirits. With the help of other spirits, they can give you a window into this, open a portal for you, or even like certain shamans. But you will not access this within yourself, more than likely, without existing outside of the universe. And I've talked about this before, that although we all exist within the all, and we all serve different functions and soul expressions and soul collectives, we are all different in our origin of when we emanated into existence or were created, depending, as autonomous expressions within the all. Just to make that clear. So far on Patreon, I have taught how to activate up to the full 8th dimensional crystalline consciousness light Merkaba activation, the 8D, before transitioning to the white diamond. I am now going to be teaching patrons how to activate white diamond, rainbow, and black. I've also taught patrons how to access the void and how to activate the primordial flame, or the black flame. So if this is something you're interested in, if you're wanting to go from carbon to diamond, or if you're wanting to go from crystal to diamond, I can help you. Sign up for my Patreon. And I hope that this video resonated with you. Take what resonates and leave the rest. Again, as I said before, these are not the only templates and the only paths. This is just the templates that I created, my understanding, and my personal experience. So, I hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned for future videos. Take care, and shalom.